Guys, for Carnevale, I have the Rashaar. This Rashaar are basically fishmen, stroke deep ones, that generally live along the coast in quiet little areas and near little quiet villages. But now they've turned up in Venice and they ain't particularly nice. Well, I reckon they ain't particularly nice. These are the Rashaar. This is your little starter blister you get for Carnevale. Inside this, you get 5 models. You get 2 of the pure sort of deep ones, fishmen. You get the Magi. You get the citizen of Venice, and then you get the hybrid. And the hybrid is basically somebody who's had relations with a fish and spawned a hybrid. It has to be the worst thing, the most disgusting thing I've ever heard of. Relations with a fish. That's sick. I've shared a room with Justin and even that's not as bad as having relations with a fish. But anyway, if I get on, in the box you get your 2 sizes of bases, large and small. You get 2 of the big and 3 of the small. Here, if we start off with the biggest things in the box, we get our true fishmen, and in scale wise the fishmen seem quite big. They do taller compared to your regular little guy in Carnevale. They seem, you know, if he's 6 foot, they seem 7 foot. You know, they seem big fishmen. You get your fishmen heads as well. Here's one here, and there's one there. I take it these guys will go on to our big base because these guys are your big scary fishmen that somebody's had carnal relations with. To get your hybrid, this is half fish, half man. Oh, desperate. Again, cool looking little model. You've got a little bit of a bottom of his cape to go on the back here, and you have various selection of arms. Let's see where, if I can find his arms. There's a little dagger, and there's other little bits that he could use. Yeah, for the actual fishman, you get then your arms. For your fishman, we have a selection of arms here. For the fishman, we have in various different poses. It means that your models, you can pose them whatever way you feel like. Then we have, I laugh again, our citizen of Venice, who is out doing her ablutions, could you say. Cool looking little model now, I have to say, but I don't want to say too much more about it, but it is a cool little model. If we get on, and finally we have our Rashaar Magi, our fishman wizard. He's got a little trident. I would say that's his trident, or is that an empty arm you could put on him? Depending on what way you want them done. Straightforward, it'll go together, it'll go into all the little bases, and it'll be fine. And finally, you get a little baggie with your tiny little bits in it. These are little fins, I believe, off the fishman. I haven't actually looked. I believe there'll be little fins off the fishman. And there is, oh, I don't exactly know what that is. But, guys, I'm going to get on and build my fishman, and we'll get to see what they look like in the second half. I'll see you then. Guys, here I have my Rashaar built. These all went together really easy. No issues at all with them. If we start off with our lady here, our citizen of Venice, who is out doing her business. It's quite hot. But this nice little model, guys, as I have said repeated times, if you can make a nice one-piece model, why bother with 2? I've seen terrible 2, 3, 4, 10-piece models, especially if they're little metal things. Make a nice one-piece model. I know sometimes they end up chunky and they all get capes, but it's easy to do, or it should be easy to do. This is a cool little one-piece model. and this looks cool and it looks easy. Easy for me to build, easy for you to build, and easy to start painting on it, because for me, painting is what makes a nice model, not having to assemble 20 pieces. That's my rant out of the way. Here we have our little hybrid, somebody who's been naughty and has, or somebody who's been a bit of a cult that loves fish, has had their way with a fish. And you get a hybrid who looks sort of human till they're a teenager, and then they go like every other teenager, except these ones turn into partly fish. Again, straightforward little model, couple arms to put on, no issues putting on the arms, little sockets there, they go in. You can treat them tiny little bit of green stuff or milliput if you want. Cool, again, little model, little cape goes on the back, and down here has to be attached too, so really it's the body, 2 arms, and the cape at the back onto the base. But this little hybrid is fine, he loves it. All goes together, no problem. Again, here is our Rashaar Magi. He's got his trident, he's got his arm pointing out towards somebody he's going to do a spell on. And cool looking little model, no bother putting them together on his base, either arm on, and the rest is simple, guys. Cool little model. Finally, we have our 2 Rashaar Deep One Stroke Fishmen. You do get one of these that has an open mouth, but that was 2 pieces to stick on, and I could stick on one with 1 piece, so 1 piece 1. But again, our 2 fishmen, Rashaar, to go together, no bother. These things come up out of the water and they have no real morals as such, and they do whatever they want. True fishman. I think they're cool. I think they're of a nice size. Whenever you take, say this is your, well, slightly short human, they're just so big. They remind me of something out of some sort of horror movie, that they're just that much bigger than a human that you're not going to fight them. You're going to run away, but at the end of the movie, you do fight back and you kill them, maybe. But these things get big by eating a little Rashaar a lot of the time, so they're not exactly soft. And you want to be as big as you possibly can, because there's always another bigger dude out there who will eat you. But again, cool models. They're not spindly by any means. You stuck the arms on, they went together fine. Great little models. Guys, this is your starter army, your Rashaar starter for your Carnevale. You can go different ways with this. You could go with a lot of hybrids, or as many hybrids you could pack it out with. But for me, it's the Fishman every time. Tell me what you think. Are you going to play this game? Stick some comments in below, or go fishing. It's up to you. I'll see you in the next one.